So today I'm going to go over the most common misconceptions about pressure washing, about bleach, washing roofs, rinsing plants, will it kill plants? All those questions I'm going to answer. This is a little bit of an expansion from the last video. If you haven't watched that, check it out now. But let's get into it. The first misconception is obviously using bleach or sodium hypochlorite on houses to clean them. People say it'll damage them, it'll ruin the lifespan, and it's just not a good idea. And all that is true if you don't do it properly. That's the key. You have to do it properly and you need to know how to do it. I could say that same example with any practice. If someone doesn't know how to do that practice, it's going to be bad. If you don't know how to groom a dog, grooming your dog with razors is going to be bad, no matter what. I mean, you can do it with any service. People just like to do pressure washing just because it's easy, it's bleach on a house, and you give them an inch, they go a mile. And they say it's a very, very, very concentrated commercial grade bleach. No, a downstreamer dilutes it 10 to 1, so it's coming out 1% at the end of the gun. So, I mean, these people just are ignorant and they don't know what they're talking about, and if you listen to them, your business is probably going to suffer. You need to be listening to people that are actually in the business and know what they're talking about. Which, again, that is true. The sodium hypochlorite can damage, houses and windows and stuff like that if not done properly. Like, it amazes me how these people just go with it. Like, we dilute it to 1% for a reason. We could nuke a whole house and be out of there in 5 minutes. You know what I'm saying? If you do that with anything, if you put a paint stripper on some paint and you go to the manufacturer and say, give me the most concentrated concentrated mix of this paint stripper you can create, I'm telling you, it'll do damage as well. That you just buy it in these concentrated amounts to dilute it yourself to save on cost. I mean, it amazes me how these people think. Like, it boggles my mind. But next is, using sodium hypochlorite on roofs. It will not eat away at the shingle. It does not corrode the shingle. The mold and algae is actually corroding the shingle. If the roof is properly installed, there should be no exposed nails. No sodium hypochlorite should be on any metal or nails if the roof was installed properly. If the roof was installed improperly, that is not my fault. I mean, how am I can't go up and inspect and make sure the roofer did their job from the ground, because I shoot from the ground. I mean, it's not one in a million houses, the roofer's going to install it improperly and nobody's going to know. So once again, this whole thing is, if it's done properly, it's completely okay. Professionally, it's completely okay. If you go AWOL with some bleach, that's what gives the bleach the bad rep. And killing plants. Most people think this because they had one bad experience with, again, a person that didn't know how to properly wash a house with sodium hypochlorite, and they killed a plant. I've had it happen to me. I've had customers tell me, like, look, I had a guy kill some plants. Can you not use sodium hypochlorite? I will respond and say, I cannot do the job unless I don't use sodium hypochlorite, because I'm not going to change my procedure for a customer just for it to be a nightmare for me. That other guy that ruined your plants didn't pre-rinse them, didn't soak them during the job, didn't rinse them off after the job, didn't neutralize the bleach after the job, didn't do any of these precautions to protect your property. That is what you're paying for. I know how to do that. I will do that. That's what you're paying for. Not me to go spray bleach and go AWOL all over your house. So, for the new guys, don't get scared of sodium hypochlorite. Just do your research, understand how to use it, understand ratios of what percent will get rid of this mold on what surface. Just know what you're doing, and I promise it's not hard. Just know sodium conducts electricity. Don't spray it into any outlets. It'll conduct electricity and start a fire. You just have to know what you're talking about, and everything will be okay. So, just keep that in mind when you start your pressure washing business. Don't run away from sodium hypochlorite just because Darren on Facebook told you it's not good to wash houses with bleach. It's completely okay. Just do it responsibly. But comment any questions, any other concerns or any misconceptions of the pressure washing industry that I didn't think of on the spot, and I'll make a video on that and keep answering you guys' questions. But in the meantime, just subscribe and you'll get notified when those videos do come out. And I'll see you all in the next video.